switching over to the GoPro, getting ready to head down onto the water. Nick's still out there with his fish on a leash. I don't know if you can see that out there. I didn't catch jack shit because I don't know what the fuck I'm doing. But at least we got one, so pretty excited about that.
You can go with the black, What are you fishing test pound? What line you guys use?
We got 12, 15,
20. This is really what we come fishing for. Oh, you want me to eat it?
Now I'm feeding them.
Very good. Oh, wow, look at that.
Nope.
All right, well, it's about 8 a.m. on Sunday. Just got out of the water for a little bit. Had a little snack. Nick and Luca are still in the water. Doesn't seem like there's any fish here right now. I mean, we're pretty much nuts to butts in this water, and I've only seen one guy with a fish on, so I'll keep trying here for a couple hours, I think, and then we'll probably head back to where we were yesterday. A bunch of fish there yesterday. We'll see what happens. I'm just happy to be out on the water. Learning a lot this weekend. Just a bunch of different technique stuff, all kinds of stuff. Really learning how to get casting properly, and Nick taught me how to actually fly cast. My days with lacrosse want me to do a whole lot of wrist stuff, but I gotta like lock it into my elbow and keep my elbow into my body. But otherwise, you know, it's a little tricky. You know, it's not something that I'm used to. So yeah, we got up at like 4 a.m., 4:30, I think is when I rolled out of bed this morning. It was a Red Bull and roll kind of morning, and yeah, I mean, didn't sleep too bad last night. Actually slept pretty good. Weather's been really, really nice. It's cloudy now. It's supposed to rain later today, so we'll see how everything goes. But yeah, other than that, it's been a good trip so far. Only been here for a day, but like I said, good trip thus far. got back to the truck. My morning was pretty unsuccessful. That's about standard for me. But Nick and Luca got some fish on. I've been actually sitting back up at the truck with Fuzzy Boy here for the last like hour or so. I came back up to get coffee, and then it started raining, and then eventually I just took my waders off, and here I am. I was going to do some work, but my DaVinci Resolve project wouldn't open. Don't know what that's about, so I have to check that out. But yeah, just waiting for Nick and Luca to get back up to the trucks, and then I guess we're going to head into town, and that's kind of be the rest of the day. It's about 11 o'clock right now. As you can see on there. It's about 11 o'clock right now. We got to the parking spot this morning around like, I think we left the campsite at like 4:45 this morning. So we got here at like 5 o'clock, 5:15. Really early morning. I'm ready for a nap. So hopefully I can get one of those in today. But yeah, otherwise I'm just sitting here in the truck waiting. Seemed like the fish were kind of slow today, at least when I was down there. We didn't really have too much action down there. There was a lot of people, but not a whole lot of fish, it seemed. But right before I left, right before I walked up to the truck, it seemed like they were getting some action. But I needed to get back up to the truck to let Archie out and everything, because he was just sitting up here. So, but now it's starting to rain, so we, I'm assuming we'll be done relatively soon. So I guess we'll see. See you guys soon. Pretty much.
Show up and do a video shoot. You just got an iPhone. You're like, yeah, you're fired.
Arch, come back. Hey. Archie, back up, buddy. Back up.
Oh man. Got to fight with a drift boat that just
No. Try calling my phone when you get a chance, will you? Hello. Is that super zoom?
No, this is the 14 to 35.
probably just gonna go straight.
Oh, the
Nick, that's your phone.
It's ringing.
Is it like
Inside the fry.
Is it like no?
I can't tell. Yeah, that's a good sign though.
It's not completely dead. That's perfect.
Just a little bit dead. Get the fuck out of here, bro. What's that?
Oh, he'll get some. Grumpy old man.
Why is he grumpy?
Because he's old. Yeah, it's hot. It just came out the oven. Good.
Life's hard, Archie. Life is hard. I see you locking and loading. Don't be jumping at my pizza. I'm gonna need like 3 more to
Worst pizza you ever had?
really get a feel for it. It works, man.
But outside of camping, I've just been working. I'm working again with Gear Focus. For those of you who don't know, Gear Focus, buddy. Gear Focus is an online photo and video marketplace. So it's kind of like a specific marketplace for photo and video gear. So I'm working for them doing their content, and that's kind of how I'm, effectively keeping the lights on in the truck. I'm still working freelance, so I do have work coming in every now and again, but Gear Focus is nice to have consistency, so I don't have to worry about constantly finding new work. So I'm able to work for them remotely while I'm on the road. Just got to move into the truck because it got a little windy. But yeah, so Gear Focus is what I'm doing full time. I'm running their social media content. So I'm running just their content in general. So I'm doing like their YouTube channel. I'm doing their social media content. I'm doing blog. I'm doing all kinds of stuff. So any content that comes out through Gear Focus, I have my hands on in some way, shape, or form. So that's what I'm doing as my like full-time job right now. Something that I found when I was in New York is I have a battery problem. So part of my electrical system is that I have a DC to DC charger that's mounted in the back that runs off of this front battery. Here, let me widen this out for you so you can see everything. So this is, my main house battery for the truck, and this line here with the fuse holder in it runs all the way back to the back and goes to the DC to DC charger. Well, I was noticing that I wasn't getting charging when the truck was running, and that's because, I don't know if you can see that, but this fuse has managed to really blow itself. I mean, realistically, I should probably be replacing that entire line, but it's a gigantic pain in the ass to do that. I have to, here, let me show you how to get to it. So back below those Pelican cases, you can kind of see the handle right there. That's where my electrical compartment is. That's what sits behind this drawer that's here. So in order for me to get to that panel, I have to take pretty much the entire back end of the truck out. Those Pelican cases come out easily, but the water tank sits right on top of that that door there, so I'd have to move everything on this side so that I can move the water tank off of the top of that that cover. That's a really big design flaw that I didn't really think about when I was building the truck. When I put everything together, I wasn't really thinking that I was going to need to have access to the electrical system. My thought process was, okay, I'm putting the electrical in, it's a one and done kind of thing. It was not a good idea. I've ended up having to, tap into stuff. I've added lines, I've added, additional power sources, but yeah, it was not smart with an electrical access area that I actually can't access. So yeah, what I think I'm gonna do for the time being is, I have my solar, so I'm charging my batteries through my solar, and fortunately, we do get sun every now and again out here. But I'm just gonna try to get just the fuse holder, see if I can't get just the fuse holder, and then replace just this section so that I don't have to redo the entire line, and that'll get me, at least limping along. Well, it's the next day. You know how that goes. So Archie and I are back at our campsite. I actually left this morning to go run a couple of errands, which, by the way, I fixed that issue that I had yesterday with my DC to DC charger, my Victron charger. As it turns out, the issue was that the fuse holder had gotten water in it somehow, and it completely blew the fuse out. So I went to Tractor Supply, and I bought a whole bunch of electrical components, and I bought myself a new waterproof fuse holder. So hopefully that will hold for now, and then when I get back home in the winter, then I can really, replace that line fully like I probably should. Replace that all the way back to the charger in the back of the truck. So yeah, went down into town, and got some additional groceries that I forgot to get yesterday because, of who I am as a person. And then I also had to get some cleaning supplies and, that kind of stuff as well. And then I got the stuff at Tractor Supply for the truck. And then I also got Archie some toys because a good boy needs his toys, right, bud? Good boy needs his toys. Right. Cooking up dinner. Figured, shit, might as well start recording, right? Sorry, I got a ribeye. I'm gonna end up cooking up. I should probably take that out now a little bit. Get to room temperature. Just a little bit of salt and pepper on that guy. But I'm also gonna cut up some potatoes and fry those up as well. Just gonna blanch them first in some water. Thanks, Brooke. This is very hard to do and hold a camera at the same time. So those potatoes have been boiling about 5-10 minutes, so I'm going to take them out and let them dry out before I fry them up. Sitting on these paper towels for a little bit, dry out. And my steak's underneath it here. S&P, choice for me. And that's going to go on the cast iron once that's done heating up. And then once the pan's done heating up, I'm going to put some oil in it and fry those potatoes up. Yeah, it's a little overcooked for my taste, but that looks pretty good. I'm definitely going to regret eating that much steak, but put all my leftovers in the bag, because everything can just go in the same bag, and then I can make steak, egg, and potatoes for breakfast tomorrow. That'll actually be really good before we get out of here. Welcome to my mobile office. I'm inside the tent now. I got my light on over here. Try to send some pictures and videos from my phone to my laptop. I'm slowly starting to realize that trying to airdrop all of that stuff at the end of the day is probably not the best idea. Also, I do realize that my hair looks absolutely ridiculous right now. I just didn't want to wear a hat anymore. But just finished offloading all of the footage for today. So now I get to start editing because I have to upload this video to YouTube tomorrow. So I just finished up my editing for the day. I realized like halfway through my edit that I forgot to download music when I was in town. So fortunately that's something that's pretty easy for me to do. Just hop on our music sites and download a couple tracks and be ready to go from there. But yeah, other than that, I got the main video that I needed to get done finished. So I'm pretty excited about that. Archie is laying back there. He's been snuggled up all day. Also, got my arm finished, so I don't have that gap in my arm anymore. So we ended up doing an eel on my elbow, and also ended up doing a manta ray. I don't know how well you can see that with the lighting and everything in here. Ended up doing a manta ray right here, just to kind of fill everything out. So I have my full sleeve done. It's still kind of healing, it's still peeling and everything, but it's on its second peel, so it's, you know, definitely a healed wound. It's not an open wound anymore, which is really nice. But yeah, I'm happy to have that done. Taking a break with the tattoos for a while, because them shits are expensive. Said I am finished with my editing for tonight, so I'm going to shut this computer down, and I'm going to get in bed and go to sleep, because I got to get up early. Well, so far today has not been great. I woke up kind of late, and then, I mean, everything was going okay, and then I stopped at McDonald's, and I managed to lock myself out of my laptop. Don't know how I did that. Totally forgot the password, and now it won't log me in, and I don't know how to reset it. So, it told me that my account was locked for 5 minutes, and then I let it sit for 5 minutes, and it still wouldn't let me in. So, I'm just gonna chill for a hot second and see if I can get it to come back, because that's a huge problem. That's a really big problem if I can't get it in my laptop. I got back into my laptop, which is nice. Actually ended up going all the way down to Lancaster to Park City to the Apple store to basically have them set up a phone appointment with Apple support for me. But then my support rep Connor on the phone was able to get me into the computer, and now I'm good to go. I'm working, and I'm actually able to do the work that I need to do today. So I'm going to continue to work for a few more hours here, and then I'm going to head to my camp spot for the night. Sick! All right. Made it to camp. Nice, quiet, open space for us. What do you think, bud? I've camped at this spot several times. I actually got kicked out once. But I have slept at this spot a couple times, which is why I came here, because I knew it was here. So, again, this is in Delaware State Forest. Right by like Silver Lake. There's actually like 2 campsites right around here. So, yeah, I'm just gonna get camp set up, and I'm gonna be here for a few days because I actually do have cell service here, which is fucking phenomenal. But yeah, I'm gonna get this tent set up. Alright, well, Archie and I are in the tent now. It's like 7:30, so I think I'm gonna do some editing here on my laptop in the tent, and that's gonna do it for the video today. So thanks for watching, everybody. Thanks for sticking around to the end of the video. I know that it's things were a little all over the place in this one, so I'm sorry for that. But yeah, we'll be kind of around the northeast for the remainder of the year. So if you're on the East Coast, specifically in the Northeast, hit me up. We can get together. Goal is to be in New England by the end of next weekend, and then in Vermont by the end of the month. So we've got a little bit of traveling to do, not a whole lot. We've only got about, I don't know, another 8 hours of driving or so right now. So there's not a ton of driving left. It's not like when we were out west, which is going to be great. Not trying to spend a bunch of money. I'm just trying to, live on the road and live a normal life pretty much. So I will see you in the next one. Till then, stay safe, stay healthy, stay creative. Peace.